Hello and welcome to my presentation. This presentation is an announcement that I'm looking for co-founders, skilled professionals and investors to take my product to the market. This presentation is not a pitch deck, it's not a business plan, and it's not a product presentation. It's also not a new idea. It has been in development since 2021 and most of the product has already been developed. So, there is source code and proof of concepts available. There is also a proprietary pitch deck available with ROI and market analysis that will only be shown potential investors and partners. So, a bit of background of who you're listening to. My name is Glenn, I live in Stockholm, Sweden. I know multiple programming languages and I have deep knowledge of operating systems. I also have SANS training in forensics and cyber threat intelligence. My experience in cybersecurity includes digital forensics, security visualization, malware analysis, threat hunting and detection engineering, cyber threat intelligence, and tool development for forensics and cryptography. I have 2 decades of extensive background in IT and cybersecurity. I also have CV and references available on request. A little bit of background why I'm doing this. I have a background of using, testing and evaluating products like SIEMs and EDR, XDR products, and I have identified several problem areas and no one seems to be interested in fixing them. In the following slides I will outline problems and how my project can solve all these problems. Some of these problems include that they were originally created for network engineers. There is no such thing as situational awareness built into them. There's lots of data, but of very low quality. It's expensive to scale them, and it's complicated to create detection rules. Remediation also doesn't scale. Collaboration is difficult. And one problem you have in government is that everyone has full access to data. That's a big no-no. So one solution is to use interactive visualization for situational awareness. The premise here, the visualization should tell you a story, and pie charts just doesn't do that. I started out with security visualization over 10 years ago in the armed forces when we have terabytes of data. What I found useful were timelines and network graphs. The next thing is to simplify detection engineering. The premise here is that detection engineering should be simple but very powerful. There are 2 existing technologies that can be used to create complex rules, like first regular expressions and logical operators. The next thing is to use a distributed data model. The promise here is to just stop sending everything to the SIEM. The data is stored at the customer and is queried on demand. It is isolated from the customer production environment so it doesn't get affected by attacks. On the receiving end, customer data is stored in separate silos and are never mixed. The next thing is to have a scalable, resilient infrastructure. My prediction is that attacks against infrastructure will become more common. It's a much simpler thing than to disable SOC and EDR. You can scale and build this infrastructure how you want. It runs on hardware, local VMs and cloud. There are 3 options for resilience. First is failover. The second is load balancing. The third is to have random connections. The next step is to add endpoint telemetry with high quality data. The premise here is that analysts need high quality data for decision making. These endpoint agents does everything that EDR and XDR do, but also filtering useless data and metadata enrichment. There are endpoints for Windows, Linux and Mac OS. The next thing is to have command and control capability built into the analysis platform. The premise here is defenders need capabilities that are on par or better than attackers. I've always wondered why only the bad guys have this command and control capability. Command and control allow for quick remediation of one or all devices in a network. It supports multiple scripting languages like PowerShell, Python, or even Bash and Batch script. The next thing is to have integrated tooling for collaboration. The premise here that information needs to be available without copy-pasting from third-party products. Everyone with permission can share their findings, view what has been done, and collaborate with others. There are many other features, like for instance full packet capture for network forensics. There is also a customizable work environment where you can have multi-monitor support or set up custom color schemes. These features enables analysts to quickly search, identify, collaborate, and take action. This saves time, money, liability, and customer trust. A bit on ownership of the project. As of August 2024, I am the concept creator, sole developer, and sole right holder of the created source code. Small part of my platform is using open source products that allows for commercial use. So, if you're interested, I'm looking for investors, co-founders, and skilled professionals that want to take cyber defense to the next level. Feel free to reach out to me for more information. I can show you a proper product demo and a pitch deck. I'm on LinkedIn and YouTube. Thank you very much for your time.